You found us! If you're watching this, you might be looking for training certifications, workshops, webinars, or conferences that is affordable, accessible, reliable, and commendable. Stellar Training Consultancy Services can help you with your certification needs. From leadership and administrative trainings to general topics, we got it all here. With partners being served such as Department of Health, Philippine Coast Guard, Department of Labor and Employment, Department of Trade Industry, and many more organizations and agencies. There's no more reliable provider than STCS. So hurry, send us a message, and find excellence with STCS.
Ama namin, pakinggan mo po ang pagtawag namin sa iyong banal na pangalan. Basbasan mo po ang aming pagtitipon at kami kaluguran mo sa araw na ito. Pagyamanin mo po, Panginoon, at maging nakaayon sa iyong kalooban ang aming pagkikita-kita mula sa simula hanggang katapusan. Masalamin nawa namin ang layunin mong dakila sa aming buhay at may sagawa namin ngayon ang aming mga gawain na may kabutihan at pag-ibig sa aming kapwa. Kami po'y naninikluhod sa iyong harapan na kami iyong patnubayan at iwaksi sa aming kaisipan ang anumang masasamang kaisipan, inggit at pakikipag-alit sa aming mga kasama. Bigyan mo kami ng sapat na lakas at katalinuhan upang maibahagi naman namin ang aming makakaya sa aming mga kasama sa pagtitipon na ito. Panalangin namin ang lahat ng ito sa pangalan ng iyong bugtong na anak na si Jesus. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Okay, and we're on the roll. Good morning, participants. You may turn on your camera, but for starters, can you hear and see me clearly? Can you hear me well?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ma'am Rufa, for your response. So, welcome and hello once again to everyone on your webinar on effective management of remote teams. Yan. Active po si Sir Chadwick sa chat box, but probably he can't make use of his microphone to communicate. That's totally fine. Before we begin, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Rio Fernandez, and I'll be your resource speaker today. I've been an IELTS speaking coach for more than 2 years now, and I'm really excited to be here with you today. Thank you for choosing Stellar Training and Consultancy as your training provider. Stellar Training and Consultancy is a leading provider of quality and innovative virtual training that's suitable for everybody's needs. We take pride in providing well-developed and in-demand trainings in Asia. So before we begin our discussion, I'd like you to type in some details as follows. So please type in the industry which you belong to, your current position, position or role in your company and your location. So I have typed in the chat box the details that I have. So I belong in the education and training industry. I'm an IELTS coach and I'm from Davao City. So what about you, Ma'am Rufa? Welcome, ma'am. I think this is the first time that we meet. Hello
Yes,
po.
ma'am.
Yeah. So, kumusta naman po? You can just say your the details. Kasi
Okay.
you can use the mic.
Okay, I've been committed with the Bureau of Jail Management and Phenology and also a part-time college instructor in a different colleges and currently taking my master's degree, and I wanted to enhance my knowledge, and I saw your ads on Facebook and really interesting, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Rufa. So, currently, are you working from home?
Day off.
Oh, no. Not today, but in your usual work setup. Is it work from home setup or on
No.
site?
We are going to go to office for duty.
Mm. I see. You work on site, but sometimes po ba are there days na you work online or you work from home?
Uh, in my in my university,
I
we
see. So
are
you work as a part-time college instructor and oo nga naman yung mga students di pa pwede sa face-to-face. So online muna kayo. Okay. Thank you so much. So lahat po ba ng teachers sa college, sa department ninyo working from home? Or merong iba na sometimes pumupunta ng school?
mga department faculty heads, they are
I
allowed
see.
to go to school.
Yes, yung mga deans natin. Tama nga naman and program heads. Salamat, Ma'am Rufa. It's
Thank you.
great to know you better. Sir Chadwick naman po, I think he can't use his microphone, but that's fine. He's from Pangasinan State University and he's an administrative aide. And yeah, he's assigned in the Alaminos City campus. Welcome, sir. And of course, we have Ma'am Angel po. She's from the healthcare industry and a first level manager. Welcome, ma'am. So today we will be mainly talking about managing effective management of remote teams. So today let's begin by discussing what the rules are for today's webinar. So just for the first 20 minutes of the training, for attendance purposes, please turn on your camera. And I think everyone's wearing their proper clothing. But as usual, try to be attentive and interactive during the discussion. If you can't use the microphone, it's okay as long as you respond via chat box. And of course, it's imperative to respect everyone. So let's start with our ILO or intended learning outcomes for today. After the webinar, you'll be able to understand what remote teams and remote work mean. Participants will be able to learn and trace back history of remote work, handling and beginning of remote working. Also, you'll be able to understand statistics ever recorded relating to remote work and remote teams. You'll be able to identify both benefits and disadvantages of being in a remote work system, and participants will also be able to enumerate important ways to handle remote teams effectively and efficiently. So mainly we'll be talking about remote teams, how they should be managed, the advantages and disadvantages of them, and all things related to that. So natanong ko na po si Ma'am Rufa. How about si Sir Chadwick? Currently po, do you work from home or is your team working from home or on-site na po kayo? Yeah. So while waiting for his response, it's an undeniable that working from home or even working on site and managing the teams is definitely difficult. It's not an easy feat to accomplish, especially if you are a supervisor, a manager, or someone who holds a high position in the company, a decision maker. Pero mas mahirap kapag sa bahay lang tayo, right? Working from home because there's no visibility. And when there's no visibility, there's somehow a lack of supervision. Yes, but there are solutions for that. Before we delve deeper into those solutions and challenges, let's define remote teams first. So, by definition, a remote team refers to a group of employees who telecommute to work from various locations spread across cities, countries, and even continents. So this is irrespective of the distance and location. That's why kahit wherever you are, you can still be a part of a certain team. And this time, sobrang daming companies ang transition from working on site to remote work or working from home. So sabi ni Sir Chadwick, today, work from home siya. Pero nagre-report pa rin siya 3 days sa workstation and twice work from home. I see. Okay, so ibig sabihin, yung schedule ni Sir is fixed siya na 3 days lang work on site. I see. Okay, thank you so much, Sir. So definitely makaka-relate talaga kayo sa topic natin today because both of you are working from home. Okay, and si Ma'am Angel po naman, I'm pretty sure that she also manages the team as a manager and she does so remotely. Pero mahirap kasi sa healthcare industry ang work from home. Kaya I'm pretty sure that she works on site. So the concept of remote teams has been around for a while, but took on an increasingly important role once digital work applications, tools, and ecosystems arrived. So with the advancement of technology came a lot of collaborative tools, teleconference tools like Zoom, Slack, and all that. So even before the 18th century or before the 21st century, there were already remote teams, successful remote teams, but mas dumami pa because of the advancement of technology. So let's discuss more about the definition of remote team and its significance. Today, a significant part of the global workforce consists of remote teams. This is especially true of organizations that work in the information sector. So, if we are in the service industry, then definitely we will somehow be part of the remote teams that run the company. And so in the digital era, people are empowered to use internet to be able to work from their home effectively. Note that this setup may not be effective and applicable to other industry, right? Kagaya ng health industry, of course, it's really difficult na um, magtrabaho sa bahay lang. Yan. So, also, hindi naman kailangan sa bahay talaga, wherever out of the workstation. Yan. But it does not apply to everyone because in most cases, pwede naman tayong magtrabaho from home, but then or remotely, but then that only applies to some industries like information sector and the education industry, but not totally like sa bahay lang talaga. Okay, so minsan we really have to go or report on site. Yan. Okay, especially if merong urgent concerns. So let's talk about the history of remote working. Remote workers weren't born overnight. When the internet was first created in the 1980s, Working remotely was the norm long before downtown offices and commuting even existed. Before the Industrial Revolution, everyone worked out of their homes. Skilled blacksmiths, carpenters, leather workers, and potters each set up shop at their residence and sold their goods from there. They are the first remote workers, right? So mga businessmen and everyone who built their own business from the ground. And right now, the companies of these people are already working somehow, are already operating on a work from home basis. But I'm pretty sure that when it started, hindi pa. Yan, nasa bahay pa lang sila, or kaya when they started their business, katabi lang ng bahay nila yung office nila. So, malapit lang. But then, lumago yung business, naging corporation, sobrang dami ng tao, and branches, definitely. So, they also had to adapt to the environment and applied the technology, the advancement of technology, and the advances of these technology. Okay, with the Industrial Revolution came a need for automation and the creation of factories. Huge machines and large-scale productions required employees to be present in-house to complete their work. This is also when people started commuting to designated office spaces, right? Exactly. So, definitely hindi pwedeng laging sa bahay lang, because once lumaki yung business or yung corporation, yung service organization, or isang school or institution, definitely dadami ang tao and hindi na kasya sa um, unang na built na office or work from home office. Ayan. So, mahirap na i-manage yun. Therefore, there should be buildings and factories for the operation to continue on a larger scale. And this time, syempre, yung mga tao pupunta na din sa office, meron ng procedures and rules na kailangang sundin, and that does not only apply to office setup, but also to remote setup. Now, let's talk about the statistics. This is about the work preference of the Filipinos. First, almost half of Filipino employees prefer to have a hybrid work setup where they split their days between physically going to their workplaces and working from their homes, a recent study showed. So how about you, participants? Do you agree with this? Gusto niyo ba ng intermittent setup or hybrid setup? Like Sir Chadwick's current schedule? Or do you prefer straight from Monday to Friday work from home, or straight from Monday to Friday work from the work in the office setup?
Ma'am, permission to speak.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Thank you.
Ma'am, mas okay po sana yung setup ngayon na hindi whole week nagre-report sa work, kasi ma'am, mas na i-empower ng mga empleyado yung kanilang sarili kapag at the same time nakakasama nila ng maayos yung pamilya at meron silang maayos na pahinga, mas nakakapag-perform po sila ng maayos kapag alternate po ang pasok sa office. Hindi po tulad nung isang setup po na 1 week na pupunta sa office, ma'am. Sobrang nakaka-drain po yun para sa mga empleyado, ma'am. Tapos working for 8 to 5, magkakaroon pa, ma'am, ng overtime dahil sa traffic. Yun po, ma'am. Thank you po.
Thank you so much. So to avoid workout, Ma'am Rufa burnout, she prefers to work in a hybrid work setup. Thank you, ma'am. And I think you represent the half of the population of Filipino workers. Thank you. Hybrid din for Sir Chadwick. Same with Ma'am Rufa. Kasi andyan po pa, yes, because of the pandemic, we also have to take into consideration the safety of the employees and of course the clients that we serve. And thank you so much for your responses. So next, the 2021 PhilCare Wellness Index showed 48.7% of employees prefer hybrid work arrangements. 35% were willing to go back to their workplaces, while 16% want to work entirely from their homes. Yeah, so I think you chose hybrid because also to spend more time with your family, to avoid burnout, to keep yourself safe. But at the same time, hindi nyo rin pinili na sa bahay lang. Because you know that there are also advantages kapag pumupunta sa office, and I'd like to know some of them. So, ano po ba yung mga advantages? Bakit kailangan na sometimes pumunta pa rin tayo ng office natin? You can type it here sa chat box natin. Okay, so personal level lang po tayo. Yan, micro level para sa inyo po. Ano po yung dahilan bakit we still have to go to our offices? Yan. Pwede naman natin piliin work from home lang lagi. But most likely, pretty much I can guess na it's a mandate from our department head or from our boss na pupunta talaga. Yan, hindi pwedeng sa bahay lang. Okay. Next, at present, 49.9% of survey respondents said they worked entirely in their respective work sites, while 36.2% worked both at home and on-site. The rest, 13.9% work entirely at home. Ayan. So, if ever sasabihin ng company ninyo na we will now transition from the office setup, lagi na tayong work from home. So, would you agree with that? Or would you differ, or would you have a different opinion? Okay. So, yan. Total work from home setup. It must be nice to just stay inside the house, yeah. But I wonder if some of you would disagree with this. Disagree si Ma'am Rufa. Thank you, ma'am. So, you can type in your response in the chat box kung bakit kayo disagree. And wala akong nakuha from Sir Chadwick. So, perhaps, agree siya about it. Yan. Okay. So, I wonder why you would like to disagree on this. Kasi, total work from home setup na siya. You'll just stay at home and you can control most of the workloads. Yes.
Ma'am, nag-disagree ako kasi parang mawawala po yung essence ng mga superior or ng staff sa pagsunod sa kanilang mga superior. At the same time po, hindi po pwede na totally work from home. Yung ibang industry po, ma'am, gawa ng meron pong mga bagay na kailangan i-consider and i-settle face-to-face. May mga instances po kasi na hindi po makapag-communicate well kahit po virtual meeting, hindi po makapag-communicate well yung iba nating superiors. Kasi nahati po talaga yung atensyon ng mga staff nila, ma'am. Kaya yun po, ma'am. Disagree po ako.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you, ma'am. You have made it very clear. And exactly, hindi lahat, as we've mentioned earlier, ng industry pwede ng work from home setup. And for Ma'am Rufa, na-emphasize niya po sa atin yung kahalagahan ng supervision, face-to-face supervision, and ang pagsunod sa authority and procedures on the work on-site basis. So first, Ma'am Angel po naman, based on the civil service rules, depende sa nature ng work. Ang mga boss ay pwedeng di pumasok, lalo na yung mga may relation sa encoding. Pag naman clinician ay di pwedeng iuwi ang work sa bahay. Sample po yun mga nagwo-work sa morgue. Exactly. But meron din namang mga morgue na nasa work from home lang. Yan. But of course, we get the point that based on the civil service rules, depende sa nature ng work ang setup ng trabaho, right? Definitely, we highly disagree to this notion. Depende po talaga sa nature of work. Just like po, from Sir Chadwick, I'm a non-teaching staff. Kailangan po talaga report on site kasi ang trabaho ko nasa station talaga, right? And you have documents, loads of documents there na hindi mo naman pwedeng dalhin sa bahay. Although, you can take a picture of them, trabahuin mo na lang sa bahay, but that cannot be done always, right? So, that's why we are on a hybrid schedule. And that's the best way na pwede nating, that's the best way we can keep ourselves safe amidst the pandemic, right? So, this time, let's move forward. Astonishing 90% of all questioned managers report that their employees are more productive when they can choose where and when to work. Ayan, from Ma'am Rufa earlier, she says that it's empowering for her and all her colleagues to be able to give in the trust and also to be able to handle their workloads flexibly because they can manage their time better and their schedule or timetable better. 45% of remote workers support this statement by saying that they work smarter from home and get more done in less time. Wow, work smarter, not harder, right? So, less burnout, less stress, and mas magiging productive kasi yung mind mo clear from all negative vibes, negative emotions that may hinder you from actually focusing on your work. Okay, so with that said, let's talk about some of the benefits of remote working. First is remote work increases productivity. Many employers are scared that their employees don't get much done when they work from home. However, it's quite the opposite. Employees face fewer involuntary distractions in comparison to working in an office. They also have to deal with fewer office politics and quieter noise level. On top of that, employees can work whenever they feel most productive. Some are morning people, others can focus best in the evening, right? So basically, once we handle the workloads by ourselves, we would also be able to flexibly manage our time, and at the same time magagawa pa natin yung anong gusto nating gawin if if pasok siya sa procedures ng company. Kasi meron din namang other companies na gumagamit ng monitoring tools, like for example HubSpot. Okay? So if you work from home, minimeasure niya 8 hours of working, dapat nasa station ka. And sa HubSpot, it takes screenshots of your computer. So hindi ka pwedeng, you cannot work idly. Tsaka manood ng videos na unrelated sa trabaho. Right? Or any other apps na irrelevant sa trabaho. Also, some others would use Time Doctor. So, mas malala. Although nasa bahay ka, you can't work flexibly kasi Time Doctor, they take your pictures. Kung nasa station ka. Also, hindi pwede ang ghost employees. Iba ang ipapagawa mo. For example, magaling yung kapatid mo sa paperwork. So, ikaw na lang muna dyan. May gagawin ako or maglalaba ako. Ayan. Hindi pwede kasi if the company would insist on or would push on those tools, then definitely aside from taking pictures of you while nasa station ka, they would also monitor the time you click the mouse, and it will also take a screenshot of your monitor and screen. So right now, ginagawa po ba yan ng companies ninyo? Or when you work from home, they freely allow you to take charge of your workloads and timetable? I see. Thank you so much, Ma'am Rufa. So, mabuti because you would certainly be able to take hold and take charge of your responsibilities free of boundaries and stress or kaya pressure. Baka yung iba work from home pero nasa mall. Ay, nako, delikado po yan. So, also, maganda sa work from home, it instills discipline in us. So, kapag sabi nga ni Ma'am Rufa, binigyan tayo ng trust, it's our accountability and responsibility to live up to the trust given to us. Yan. At saka, it empowers us. Pero, hindi natin siya pwedeng abusuhin. Okay. Next, remote team cuts down costs. The more remote employees in a company, the cheaper it gets. Okay, companies can reduce their office space and thus save on rent if more people work remotely. They also save a lot of overhead costs such as heating, cooling, or lighting. Costs for free catering the company provides in the office. Libreng tea, libreng coffee, water, lunch. Additionally, companies can save on office furniture and technical devices as well as the maintenance of these. Yes, sanitary maintenance as well as technical maintenance. So this is on the side, the part of the company. So paano naman po tayo na remotely working? Do you think that we can also cut down our costs? So, does this apply to you? Mas mataas po ang work output requirement ng work from home. From Ma'am Angel po, mas mataas po ang gastos sa mga employees kasi sagot namin ang internet, kuryente, pero walang dagdag allowance. Okay. So, once again, thank you very much, sir. Yun, na-point out ni sir. It's an advantage for the company because it cuts down costs. But yung costs ng company for electricity, for all the things that they provide for the employees, they should allocate that budget for the allowance of their employees, right? And so, na-mitigate sa amin ang operational costs nila. Nako. Okay, that's why, as I've said earlier, we have to make it sure to communicate to our, if leader tayo, or probably manager, supervisor, team lead, just an example, we have to ask our employees, right? Ano ba yung kailangan ninyo? For example, kailangan nyo ba ng equipment? Kailangan nyo ba ng allowance for internet? And as a leader, it would show that you really care for them, not only for the job to be done, but also for the situation of your employees. So if employee naman tayo and our leader somehow failed to raise to the HR, raise to the board na kailangan natin yung mga provisions na yon, then we can also, send a formal letter or kaya sa communication tools, why not raise it sa leader ninyo na kailangan nyo ng allowance for that. Okay? Kasi it's not supposed to be included in the contract anymore, right? So, kapag may transition from work from home, work from the office or on-site, work in the office or on-site, to working from home, then meron ding changes sa previous procedures that we follow. Yan. So, therefore, it is really sometimes up to us kapag hindi tayo talaga natanong ng leaders natin about our situation, it pays to really raise our concerns sa kanila so that they would also keep in mind, yeah, maybe kapag isa lang, it's difficult to make a change, but what if your colleagues would do the same? Yan. There will be a lot of voices that they'll have to hear and listen to. So, it would make a difference that way. Yan. Para advantageous naman siya for both company and the employees. Okay, there. So, previously, um, nasabi natin na kailangan i-raise natin yung concern if meron tayong lacking sa ating um, necessities and needs. But it's not gonna be the same if yung work natin in the first place, work from home. For example, when you sign the contract, and doon na work from home talaga yung setup. So, it depends on a case-to-case basis pa rin. Pwede naman po natin i-raise ang ating mga concerns regarding work from home setup para magawa ng paraan at matulungan tayo. Exactly. Thank you so much, Sir Chadwick. Yan. So, once again, one voice may somehow be not enough, but with a lot of them, then definitely you'll be more heard and you will be attended to. Yan. Okay, next, remote work also decreases employee sick days and time off. Definitely, because of less stress, less burnout, less time for traveling na sobrang minsan nakaka-stress at nakakapagod. Pag galing tayo ng bahay, fresh tayo, but pagdating sa work, somehow parang nabawasan ng 50% yung ating grooming because of the traffic and the noise we experience from travel time. Okay, especially during the cold and flu seasons, offices are a true paradise for germs. People spread them from one to another, and it seems like it's everyone's turn to get sick sooner or later. But it's not just contagious diseases that cause people to get sick. Commuting length hours has found to be correlated with higher blood pressure and is also associated with a negative mood in the workplace, right? So, iba pa rin yung pagising mo after 5 minutes or 10 minutes of washing up and doing everything, pwede ka na magtrabaho. Iba pa rin siya sa 3 hours na, 2 hours na, nasa vehicle ka pa rin, yan, or transportation, kasi kahit maaga kang gumising, marami pa ring tao and sobrang traffic. So, it somehow causes the cortisol level in our body to really speed up or rise up. Kaya, yun, sobrang stress na tayo during those times. Only if we choose to. But, if you change your mindset naman about it, then definitely it will also lessen the stress that you have. But the point here is that kapag sobrang haba ng traffic jam, bagal ng traffic jam, then mas malalate tayo. Siyempre, hindi naman lahat ng companies nagbabawas kapag late. Pero meron talagang iba na nagbabawas ng sweldo kapag late tayo. Right? So it can cause us with higher blood pressure. Okay. Working morale improves. Working morale improves for the fourth benefit. Remote work is known to improve happiness and working morale. That's not very surprising. After all, remote employees get to skip the often stressful commute and busy office environment. Instead, they can spend more time with their families and enjoy a greater work-life balance. So, yun yung earlier na statement ni Ma'am Rufa na meron tayong work-life balance when we get to work from home. Right? Because our life should not only be dependent or should not revolve sa trabaho natin. There's more to life than work. So we should also strive for balance among all those aspects. That results in increased personal well-being. A study found that 73% of US remote workers, therefore, report higher job satisfaction. And a happy employee is more motivated and has higher working morale. Yan. So, for others, for some, especially those of whom in the work from home setup, 73% of them, based on the US survey, says that they're happier when they work online. Okay, last, turnover gets reduced. All these positive effects of remote work result in another benefit for employees, a reduced turnover. And so you can take a look at the illustration. If employees are allowed to work remotely, they feel like they are being trusted. This increases confidence in your team and thus creates a higher level of loyalty. So it's difficult kapag we always mandate, we always push, diba? Because somehow when you push people, they also push back, they resist. And so it's great if we give them options, if we give them the chance to decide for themselves, because they would then feel trusted. And if they feel trusted, they'll be more loyal to the company. They definitely choose to stay. Kahit pagod na, yan. Because they feel trusted, they will still stay in the company. According to the before mentioned global workplace study, 95% of employers confirm that remote work has a highly positive impact on employee retention. Ayan. So, for them, mas marami ang nag-renew ng contract or mas marami ang nananatili sa company if they allow for work from home setup. Okay. Of course, hindi lang naman benefits yung titignan natin. To be fair, we should also take a look lensically on the disadvantages of remote working. So let's please watch this video with me. I think hindi ko na share yung sound, so please allow me to share the sound first. Okay, there you have it.
Work flexibility.
Yan, naririnig niyo po ba yung audio ng video?
Yes, ma'am.
Yan, thank you very much for the response.
It's a method that allows both employers and their employees to make working arrangements that suits them. A research conducted by Randstad Malaysia in 2018 found that 90% of Malaysians look for work flexibility as a top criteria in their jobs.
There are a lot of corporations I find that are trying to embrace and adapt to flexible work arrangements. People like to have that freedom and empowerment to decide when I work, where I work best to deliver my work. So it's largely due to lifestyle.
One of the most common forms of work flexibility is the leisure of working from home. Imagine being able to wake up, grab your computer, and complete all the tasks in your 9-to-5 job without ever leaving your bed or changing out of your pajamas. Working from home, or telecommuting, is becoming increasingly common in today's workforce. With everything being online, the lines between working in a designated office space or anywhere with an internet connection are considerably blurred. This work from home idea may sound ideal to most people, but like everything, there are two sides of a coin. Here are 5 disadvantages of working from home that most people don't talk about. There's no such thing as set office hours, and that indirectly means that you're always on the job. The advent of computers, mobile phones, and the internet has made it difficult for employees to disconnect from their work. As our smartphones are always at arm's length, staying connected all the time can lead to degrading health and increased stress. A research found that 68% of millennials feel pressure to be always on and prefer working in an office during business hours, as it helps to clearly define the time they need to commit to work. Working from home means that you're alone most of the time, which can lead to feelings of isolation and detachment from social interactions.
I don't see my coworkers. I just text them and email them when it's only about work. Socially speaking, humans need to speak to each other. Humans need humans. That's what you miss out on when you're in my position.
Clinical psychologist Ryan Hooper told the Huffington Post that not having an office to show up to leaves out opportunities for everyday interaction with coworkers. As the majority of our time is spent at work, it's understandable that we may eventually crave face-to-face interactions. How was your day, girl? One of the biggest tolls working from home takes on your mental health is the disruption of sleep hormones, which can trigger and worsen insomnia. There's a lack of distinction between a working space and a place of rest. Market research by Referee found that 80% of telecommuting professionals work from their beds.
I already have trouble sleeping at night at a normal time. Kind of like when you start working on your bed, then your mindset is, okay, I'm working. And then when you're away from that space, your mindset switches to, hey, I'm chilling. So moving away from the bed to a desk informs my brain that this is not sleep time, so that I'm better able to sleep when the time comes.
Harvard's Division of Sleep Medicine says that keeping computers, TVs, and work materials in the room worsens the mental association between your bedroom and sleep.
Then just switch off your phone lah.
But it's my alarm clock. Collaboration and union is an important part of any job. For a lot of people, receiving feedback in a workplace is critical to productivity and affirmation, and working from home overlooks this bond between coworkers. This is why large companies like Yahoo and IBM have even banned employees from telecommuting. Not to mention, the FOMO of not being able to understand inside jokes at the office during video call meetings. See what I mean? When your home is your workspace, you feel tempted to get chores done in the middle of a workday. Hey, you wanna go out? You wanna go out? Or even put on Netflix to fill the silence. Such disturbances can result in weakened focus and reduced quality of work. And to make up for lost time, you feel pressured to then work in an inconsistent, chaotic rate, which eventually leads to burnout. Maybe working from home isn't for everyone, and it all depends on how you respond to different types of workplace environments, because the one-size-fits-all concept just doesn't exist.
So any employee that works from home needs to understand that it's a big responsibility, and in some cases you have to be even more productive to alleviate your employer feeling or wondering whether you're actually doing any work or not.
If you're thinking about working from home, be sure to take your health and individual needs into consideration to figure out what works best for you.
Right. And I think na alam nyo na what works best for you, because we also talked about it earlier and you've made your responses clear about the hybrid setup, right? So, but among those disadvantages, ano yung pinaka na-experience nyo or nakaka-relate kayo from?
Permission to speak, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yung sa halos 24 hours mong hawak yung phone mo, kailangan lagi kang meron kang data or internet connection para makuha mo yung instruction from your boss. Kasi kapag hindi ka nakasagot within a span of minute sa boss mo, sasabihin yan, work from home ka na nga, hindi ka pa maka-response. Baka gusto mong mag-work sa office. Parang may mga, yun yung isa sa stressful part na mawawala na yung iba, mawawala na yung kanilang freedom para gawin yung mga dapat nilang gawin kasi nahati na po yung attention nila. Whether ba kung tawag nito, ma'am, kung gagawin nila yung personal things nila or kailangan ba nilang naka-standby lang always sa phone, ganun po, ma'am. Thank you po, ma'am.
So much. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Opo. So for Ma'am Rufa, yung distinction ng working from home and living her life has been difficult for her. Kasi kailangan niyang online palagi. Yan. Okay. Right to disconnect. Ayan. Yan. Yun from the team. I was wondering who's it from. Yeah, it's from the team, the right to disconnect. So let's talk about that, right? So you also have to, as a leader, make it clear when you have to be online. Okay, you have to make that clear to your employees and exactly dapat mag-spend ng specific time for that. Also, if your leader fails to do so, then you can ask your leader about it. Yeah, so of course, we also have to manage our time well. So do we have a specific working hours so that we can manage our timetable better? Yeah, so dapat clear yun from 8 to 5. After ng 5, off na talaga. Yan, so that we can also do the things we have to do. And we have to communicate it. So in our work from home setup, it's vital to communicate a lot. Right? So, kasi nasanay tayo sa office setup natin, we can just verbally say how we feel, what we want to do, if we want to ask permission. So we also have to get used to the communicating a lot through our collaboration tools, like perhaps Slack or Messenger or any Hangouts, probably, whatever it is, as long as yun yung it meets the needs of the employees. So first, alamin muna natin kung ano yung needs ng employees. Then right after, gamitin natin yung tools na that would meet those needs, right? Also, emphasize once again the right to disconnect. Yan. Okay. Alright, Sir Chadwick says, relate din po ako sa 24/7 kasi halos wala ka ng oras sa sarili mo. Oh my goodness, nakatutok ka lang sa gadgets, right? Kasi probably kapag work from home ka, it's like you have the automatic response to right away look into the notification na makukuha mo, right? Okay, sabi nga ni Ma'am Rufa, baka there will be some serious consequences kapag hindi ka naka-respond kaagad. That is so sad, Sir Chadwick. And that causes burnout for both physical and mental aspects. Exactly, team. Ayan. Okay. So what we can mostly do is really raise up our concerns to the team leader so that that team leader can help us with our problems, right? Kasi team kasi tayo. Yan, we are not alone in the problems that we have. So as much as possible, we need the support of our team leader and the management. Okay. First disadvantage, isolation. Kasi hybrid tayo, hindi masyadong evident sa atin yung isolation. But for those of whom na laging nasa bahay, it's easy for them to feel like they're part of a company's bigger picture when they're in the office, right? Everyday brainstorming, meeting, huddle. Pero hindi yon the same for work from home employees. It's difficult for them to feel connected and to be involved with daily company happenings, which can ultimately lower morale. So one thing we can do for our team members na nasa bahay, probably if we're leaders, then send tayo ng quote sa collaboration tool natin sa Slack. Every 3 p.m., meron tayong inspirational quote doon. Yan. So as a leader, we can also always ask them how they're doing, kumusta, may problems ba, meron ba silang questions, nahihirapan ba sila. Also, we can make sure na we are always there for them, right? As leaders, we have to be available. Kung off naman tayo, like for example, may gagawin tayo, may meeting, then we can let them know. Yan, nasa meeting ako. You can contact me again later, mga 2 p.m. matatapos ang meeting if you have questions. Yan. Or kaya, as a leader, you can set the consultation time. So, consultation time natin, 8 to 9 a.m. Yan, Monday to Friday. Yan, you can ask me anything about work or problems na kailangan yung ma-address that I can help you with. But also, if hindi naman tayo team lead or manager, then we can also ask for the consultation time. When would you be available every day for concerns that I need to raise para naman mapag-usapan natin? Yan. So, it is really up to us to step up and not so that we will not feel isolated. Yan. So if we allow ourselves to be isolated, then definitely that's what will happen. So we also have to do our part to avoid being isolated. Okay. Next, decrease employee visibility. Employees may hesitate to accept a remote position due to decreased visibility within the organization. They may feel that the lack of face time with their manager or other company leaders will make it more difficult for them to be awarded promotions, or other growth opportunities. Yeah. So, ano na kaya nangyayari sa office? Most likely, baka si boss, lagi niya lang nakikita si person A, laging gumagawa ng work. So, baka siya lang yung bigyan ng bonus, or kaya siya lang din yung bigyan ng promotion kasi siya yung laging nakikita at laging nandoon. Right? So, since we're talking about remote team, remote work, then definitely meron dapat monitoring sheet right after the day. Yan, mga daily outputs, daily KPIs, dapat natapos natin yon. So, dapat recorded din sila and meron silang evidences because it will be beneficial on our part and at the same time, it would be fair to our employees. Yan. So, it is not an option to just ignore na hindi tayo nakikita ng ating boss. Baka akala nila hindi talaga tayo nagtatrabaho. So, as much as possible, let's take time to really probably screenshot yung mga evidences ng workload natin or ng mga ginawa natin. Baka para kapag tinanong tayo, ayan, meron tayong record at meron tayong maipresent. So you can upload it sa Google Drive or sa cloud kasi doon limitless most likely yung ating files. Okay, and you can access it right away kapag gusto nyo or kailangan. Ayan, unfortunately, there are some cases that working remotely may decrease work-life balance. Sabi nyo nga earlier, yung distinction from working and personal life is somehow there's a thin line on it. So that's why it can cause decrease in the work-life balance. Kasi if you cannot manage your time well, if you do not know when exactly you're supposed to leave your work behind or stop working from home, then you will suffer from decreased work-life balance. So, dapat nakapag-exercise ka na. Dapat nakakain ka na ng 12:00 but hindi mo nagawa kasi it was somehow difficult to move away from your workstation dahil sobrang daming kailangang tapusin. So, why not just remind yourself? Pwede kang install ng application. Yan, to just remind yourself, right? It's not because we don't have a great memory, a good memory, but because we are very busy already. So sometimes our mind only focuses on the things that we have to do instead of the things that we need to do. So like exercise, kain. So install an application. It's time for your exercise. Yung magpapa-remind sa'yo to really do the things that you have to do. It's time for lunch. Yan, it's time to drink water. Yan, every 30 minutes. Yan, meron ng applications na ganun. So, tools that would remind you of the things that you have to do to take care of your body. Kasi if we do not have good health, then definitely no matter how hard we work, it will take a toll on our life. And isa lang yung ating katawan. So we have to take care of it. Okay. Next, lack of relationship among co-workers. So, para earlier, hindi ko naman to nakuha from you. I don't think you experienced this kasi nga, probably kasi hybrid. So, magkakilala na kayo before pa kayo work from home. Yan. So, it's also good na mag-uusap tayo about certain things and hindi lang about the work, right? Sabi nga nung nasa video kanina, humans need interaction to live. It's our nature to really communicate with other people. Working together in an office provides employees with the opportunity to bond over shared experiences and build camaraderie with each other. So how are we going to do so kapag nasa remote work lang tayo? Sabi ko nga earlier, kahit simple greeting lang. Good morning, everyone. Ayan. have a nice day sa ating chat box or sa communication tool. Sobrang laking bagay na yun to establish good working relationship with your team kasi nakikita nyo dun yung mga team members nyo na active. Ayan, ito pala sila, yung mga katrabaho ko. Or as simple as happy birthday. Sa pag-greet lang ng birthday, 'di ba, sa co-employees natin. So set natin yung birthday greetings natin, and kapag may employees, post natin doon sa ating chat box, right? So they can be greeted, they get to know each other better. Yan. Also, maganda rin if merong time, as much as possible, kahit once or twice a month, na merong huddles. Yan. About, depende na yun sa team member kung anong topic ng huddle, anong gusto niyang i-discuss for a learning session, then that would really establish good working relationship regardless kung nasa work on-site, nasa on-site ka, office setup, or work from home. Working remotely makes it more difficult to establish this relationship among coworkers, even when a company chooses to utilize conferencing, online chat systems, and other communication tools. So, hindi naman siya mahirap as long as you are consistent. So, if sinimulan mo, try to really do your best to be consistent about it. If na good morning lahat ng employees today, why not do it every single day, right? Okay. Tsaka, be fair with everyone. If you greet one employee, then lahat. Yan, doon sa chat box, lahat i-greet. Okay, last, increase distractions. How about this? Do you agree with this? Or do you easily get distracted when you work from home? Yes. Okay. All right. Because of a lot of factors, right? Maybe makalimutan ng family members natin, nagtatrabaho pala tayo. They always talk with us. Ayan. Also, I can imagine the picture. So perhaps baka dahil marami tayong resources, it's tempting to do something that's not related to work, maybe. Yes po, lalo na may kids na sobrang gulo at katok ng katok sa room. So sa case ni Sir Chadwick, kahit meron siyang home office setup, kinakatok pa rin siya. Ayan, kaya siya maybe na-distract. Okay, so ang point ko sana, hopefully to avoid this disadvantage on our part is to really have a clear, or not clear, but a distinct room, separated room where we can focus, yan, where we are free of distractions, right? Kasi kailangan din naman natin yung peace and silence para makapag-focus sa trabaho. So, yan, na-debunk na ni Sir kasi kahit may separated room siya, may kumakatok pa rin. So, yun, sa part ng team leader to manage a team effectively, we really have to, it pays to ask the employee. So, meron po ba kayong computer? Meron ba kayong equipment? If wala, we can provide you. But, what if meron silang computer, merong internet and tools, pero medyo, yung bahay is maraming tao, so, yun, you have to ask that employee then. And if ever, tanungin natin yung employee na, even though maraming tao sa bahay nyo, can you still stay focused? Ayan. So, honesty is really important with this kasi kailangan na transparent tayo about it. Kasi yung decision ng team leader, it will based on our answer din. So, definitely, unfortunately, hindi tayo bibigyan ng remote work arrangement if yung answer natin doon sa mga questions ng team leader is no, most likely. But we still have to be honest about it kasi para din naman yun sa sarili natin. We will be stressed kapag nasa trabaho tayo but then meron mga distraction, right? So, be honest with yourselves kapag tatanungin na ng team leader, and just be transparent about it. Yan. Everyone's in-home workspace is different, as is their ability to shut out distractions. But if an employee consistently shows a lack of focus or dedication, they may not be good fit for remote work. Yeah. So, hindi naman sa hindi sila disciplined or they're always distracted, but because of their working environment and home setup lang, hindi talaga siya designed for working from home. So, most likely, that person may be asked to work on site na lang. Yan. Okay. But there are some cases na pwede naman, right? What if yung mga kids natin ay nag-aaral din. So, busy din sila. Hindi din sila makakapag-distract sa atin. So, case-to-case basis talaga siya. And it really is necessary to talk it out with your team leader and collaboratively decide on the schedule. Kasi, yan, iba-iba naman tayo ng schedule and situation sa bahay. So, yan. Okay. Next, okay, we are done with the 5 distractions. Ang nangibabaw lang probably is the probably yung ating work-life balance. Yan, because baka madali tayong ma-distract. Yan, but there are always solutions for these problems, right? And it's a good thing kasi yung inyong working setup ay hybrid. Yan. So, you get the best of both worlds and the worst of both worlds, but only if your mindset is like that. Pero if you always think about the positive things of both working environments, both working setup, then you can strategize the things that you have to do in order for you to basically experience the benefits of each or of both working setups. So let's have let's solve this anagram. Okay. Please tell me what this word is. Yeah. So you can do it. Yan. So currently, we are still boggling your minds, but I hope sino kaya po ang first na makakasolve ng anagram natin? Okay. 5. Yan. Thank you so much, Ma'am Rufa. The Flash, si Ma'am Rufa. Thank you, ma'am. Correct. So, meron tayong okay, virtual. Yeah, so next, let's move to the next puzzle. Okay, 5, 4. Unfortunately, yeah. So let's do away with isolation. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay. Wag nating hayaan na ma-isolate tayo. Okay, next word. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you can type your answers now. All right, I think you have some guesses sa mind nyo, but you're not yet sure about it. So maybe, yeah, let's reveal the word. So I think tama naman po yung nasa isip nyo. You're just probably not sure about it. Yan, so hindi nyo na i-type. Okay. I think this is the last anagram we have today. Ang kulit ng anagram and yung sound. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, pwede nyo na pong i-type yung sagot nyo sa chat box. Okay, sige po. So, since wala pa pong responses, reveal na lang po natin yung word. Yay! Okay. So, things related sa ating topic, of course. Alright. Okay, so, as made mentioned in our ILOs, let's talk about the effective management of remote teams. And from all the hundreds of tips out there, we will be focusing on 10 of them. Yan. So before discussing this 10 tips, let's have a short break. Let's be back by 11:26 a.m. Welcome back. I hope you're already on your seats and well, baka hindi nga kayo umalis. Sana nag-break kayo kaunti, uminom ng water or kaya did something that you had to do. So this time, we will be talking about the 10 tips in effectively managing remote teams. So, di ba nga sa work office setup natin, office setup, meron tayong standards and norms that we have to follow. That goes the same way for managing remote teams, right? Dapat meron din tayong procedures and rules that we have to follow. And when we do so, when we expect our employees to follow these rules, syempre, before nag-start yung ating work from home setup, dapat na-establish na natin yung clear rules, clear objectives, and at saka if ever naman hindi, then you have to make sure to ask about it to your leaders because sometimes maybe they were not able to do so, but why not suggest it to them? Yan, right? So this time, let's start with the first tip, compensate. One of the biggest reasons why virtual teams fail is because they don't compensate the fact that team members are not bumping into each other. They kind of forget about the other team members, live in their own world, and do not communicate or collaborate as much as they need to. Right? So, oh no, kapag may problem ka, you'll try to solve it on your own. At saka, it's good sometimes really to work your creativity up to its edge. Pero, syempre, kailangan mo din naman to work together with your teammates, right? In order para mas smooth yung operation ng company and mas mapadali yung trabaho. Pero, how will you do so if hindi mo naman sila kakilala or hindi kayo nag-uusap ng madalas, right? Kasi there's a lack of team communication, team huddles, happy hour, or kaya 15 minutes for at least spending time or teleconferencing with your team members, playing games online at least. And so for a hybrid setup, I don't think it's that necessary to compensate for the lack of visibility and collaborative face-to-face discussions kasi nagagawa niya naman po on days na nagtatrabaho kayo. But what if hindi? What if on your job, ando doon lang kayo lagi sa bahay, right? Because meron pa tayong mga health protocols na kailangang sundin. So, we have to compensate for the time na hindi natin nakakausap yung ating colleagues, right? There should be at least 15 minutes for us na mabigyan tayo ng chance to get to know them better, right? Para alam naman natin kung sino yung matutulungan natin and at the same time, sino yung makakatulong sa atin on certain cases. So, next tip is to really have a chat room. It doesn't matter what tool you use as long as it meets the needs of your team members, right? So, in a remote team, they should have a chat room open for each team in the business. Team members leave messages for the team that they are a part of. Yan. So, minsan magulo yung chat room. So, make sure na it is managed well. Dapat kung ano lang yung related sa work, then yun lang din yun. Now, as I've said earlier, it's important na may 15-minute huddle or kaya communication. So, meron ibang chat room for that. Pero, iba naman yung chat room na related lang for work natin, right? So, magkaiba sila dapat. But they are both necessary. Ngayon, it should be very clear kung kailan lang gagamitin yung isang chat room. Why? Because otherwise, they will get distracted and baka makalimutan na nila that they really have to do their responsibilities, right? Kapag nakafocus sila doon sa isang chat room for huddle or for social purposes. Next is using screen sharing tools. There are tools that enable us to share our screen so that another person can see exactly what we're doing. Some of these tools even allow people to control another computer remotely. So marami, Zoom, TeamViewer, Skype, Slack, Google Hangouts, iba't iba. As long as it basically meets the needs of your team. Minsan, 'di ba, Google Meet, maganda naman pero hindi siya nakakapag full screen talaga unlike Zoom. So, kailangan din nating pag-aralan tong mga tools na to before natin bibigay yung instruction na okay. So, ito yung gagamitin natin, right? Why not give them the power to make choices even though sometimes it may not be optimal kasi baka may mistakes. It's fine. At least they have the ownership for decisions, right? They can make or suggest freely. For example, what should be the best choice for online tools na gagamitin natin, right? So, yun pa lang, tinanong mo sila kung ano ba yung effective na tool for our discussion or for our meeting, then definitely wala na sa mind nila yung mandated na rule. Right? Mas maganda yung facilitating na rule, facilitating na environment, na leader, yun, more on nagbibigay ng choices and options sa group instead of laging sinasabihan sa kanila kung ano yung dapat nilang gawin, right? Okay, because yung ating knowledge and expertise, it does not only come from one person, it should also come from different people with different experiences that may or may not be helpful sa team. So, majority wins pa rin, right? Okay, next is video conferencing. It's essential that you regularly chat on video with your team. Imagine that you came into a normal office and you put a balaclava over your head and didn't chat to anyone or show your face. Oh no, that's kind of how it's like if you never chat on video. To connect as a team, video chat is essential, right? So, maybe it's a point for contention na wag na lang mag-camera kasi pangit yung background and all that. Pero alam naman na nila na merong video conferencing, right? So dapat ipaalam natin beforehand so they can prepare for it, right? Kasi 55% ng communication efficiency and effectivity is reliant to visual. So what if walang visual, audio lang, right? So, definitely, bawas na yun ng 55% efficiency. Kaya, yun, 45% na lang yung naiwan. But, if sinabi natin para makapag-prepare sila, then it would be better. Okay? So, paano yun? Ayaw talaga ng iba, right? So, one thing we can do is to make them understand na how important it is for us to turn on the cameras, right? At saka, hindi mo naman as a leader sasabihin sa kanila, okay, turn on your camera and all that, turn on your audio, dapat nasa malayo talaga kayo. Yan. So you can ask them, is it more efficient or effective for us to turn on the camera? So what do you think? Ano ba dapat yung mas kailangan natin gawin for that? So once again, give them the ownership for their own decisions and allow them to suggest, involve them in decision making as well, especially if that concern would be connected or somehow relevant to them. Yan. So, yan. Siyempre, for video conferencing, sayang naman kung hindi tayo magkikita-kita, right? Pero if, for example, urgent siya, so most likely, we have to understand na yung iba, hindi talaga makakapag-turn on ng camera, right? So, it pays to really announce in advance para makapag-prepare yung ating team members. Right, so when we use video conferencing text, make sure na lahat kasali kasi minsan, hindi makakasali yung iba, sobrang dami. So, it would be better if meron tayong, for example, separate rooms or separate links kasi it would allow everyone to be able to speak up Yan, kesa sa maraming masyadong tao. Yan. So, kung kokonti lang, mas mabibigyan sila ng chance to speak their minds and share what they have to during the video conferencing. So, at least probably 10 would be the maximum number of people na we can allow sa ating link. Meron namang ibang link kung madami talaga yung team members natin. Mas mahirap kasi mag-manage ng maraming team members kesa yung konti lang. Okay, next is set up a regular huddle. You need to have a meeting rhythm. This means a regular meeting within each team and an all-hands meeting for the entire company. A daily meeting within each team, quick, less than 10 minutes probably or 15, just to say hi, feel like you're connecting, and to make sure there is nothing blocking each person from achieving their goals, right? So, iba't pa rin yung nagtatrabaho ka sa isang company na alam mo na you can depend on your team members and also you can approach them easily for questions because kahit gaano tayo kagaling, there are still questions that are left for us to improve on or things for us to improve on. Kaya we also have to be willing to listen to others for that. Kaya even though it's great to really strive to work on our problems on our own, solve problems on our own, it's also nice to learn from other people, right? It's rewarding because from that, we can also help others who might need us. So huddling is really important for a team. Mas maganda yung huddle natin is fixed siya. Hindi siya like today 2 p.m., bukas 5 p.m. Yan. So dapat fixed siya. For example, 3 p.m. always Wednesday, huddle time. Okay, pick the right people for virtual job. Yeah. So as a team leader, as I've said earlier, kailangan alamin yung working environment, yung home environment and setup ng employee kasi hindi naman natin pwedeng i-rush yung decisions natin about it. This is vital because it may or may not help us get the job done. Kaya it's a really huge decision. So we have to ask first, evaluate the condition of our employees before we give them responsibilities that is related to the work setup that we need to give them. So before po ba kayo binigyan ng work from home, did your leaders ask you about it? Nagtanong ba sila if ever you can work from home or your situation at home is okay for working from home or suitable for working from home or diretso nila binigay? Okay. Oh no, they skipped on a whole lot of steps. Ang dami nila na skip po. Okay, so dapat syempre tatanungin and then after magbigay ng schedule, i-present yung schedule, yan. Ang dami nilang na-skip. So most likely, if ever mabigyan tayo ng chance soon when we're already in the position that we're aiming for someday, then please remember yan, to ask the condition of the employees first before actually giving them responsibilities, right? It's also part of their strengths and weaknesses. So let's not ignore them, right? Okay, kasi sooner or later, my problem that will arise if we skip a step. Okay, measure productivity. In an office environment, you can see who's coming in each day, even if you are not tracking attendance, right? In a completely virtual environment, it can be difficult to understand exactly what's going on, how long each person worked, and what they are working on. So if you really want to measure productivity, as I've said earlier, you can use tools like Time Doctor and HubSpot. But if not, if you give flexible schedule to your or flexible timetable to your team members, then as team members, kahit ganon, kahit binigyan tayo ng flexible schedule, let's still take screenshots, para may evidence tayo in case na hihingan tayo, right, ng evidence for for the basis of our productivity. Okay, next is communication style option. So first, email. For quick interactions, you can also replace most email communication with other tools such as project management tools or chat programs, right? Like Slack, okay, Google Hangouts, yeah. All right, chat programs, Skype or Google Hangouts. Yes, I don't know if you still use Skype. Medyo lag kasi siya, pero Hangouts would be nice. How about you? Ano po ba yung chat programs ninyo currently? I'm guessing Messenger. Is it Messenger po or Slack? Okay, I'll just wait for your responses. Oh, Messenger. Messenger din for Sir Chadwick and Ma'am Rufa. Right. Yes, kasi even though hindi masyadong tech savvy yung ating other colleagues, they can use it kasi it's easier and user-friendly. So next, video chat. Some types of communication should only be handled over with voice. Any kind of emotional issue such as performance problems should be handled over the phone. Okay, mas better if in person. So maybe pag-usapan nyo kaunti sa video chat, temporary resolution, but eventually kailangan talaga siya pag-usapan in person. Right? So, pag mabigat na issue, video chat talaga, hindi na pwedeng email or chat lang for formalities. Okay, second to the last, we have number 9. Meet in person, nurture friendship. Okay, so wag natin kalimutan as much as possible to still meet in person with our friends, talk about even trivial things that, kasi sabi nga nila, it's the little things that matter, right? So, ibig sabihin, hindi natin yun pwedeng ignore. For example, nahihirapan na pala yung colleagues natin and baka gusto niya nang mag-quit. So, sayang naman yung na-establish natin na relationship with them, di ba? If aalis lang sila, right? So, why not encourage them to still be a part of the group, establish a good working relationship na that would allow them to stay in their post, right? Tsaka let's encourage and inspire them to keep going because it's easy to give up, but it would be very rewarding, right? Kapag nagstay tayo and baka may better opportunities pa if we don't give up right away. So one of the things that would contribute to really striving and to persist is yung good working relationship with our team members. Kasi pag wala yun, wala naman akong kaibigan dun and I can't depend on anyone. So maybe it's not a company for me. Yan. So baka yun yung isipin nila, right? Okay, and that goes the same way for us. Sometimes we would feel that we're susceptible for that. So we can't let ourselves be vulnerable to those emotions. So friendship is really vital. Yan. Okay. Next would be create a true team feeling. So yan, hindi lang naman siya sa feeling, it's also through actions, through our communication, through our minds, so anong iniisip natin about them, how we treat them, right? Because then during those times na magkakasama tayo, those are the times that would really be remarkable for each of us. So why not make the most out of it? Right now po ba, do you still communicate with your, do you still go out, hang out with your friends at work? Or video teleconference na lang muna? Yay! I'm so glad to know that. Sobrang laking bagay niyan para sa mental health ninyo. Also in the emotional aspect ninyo, right? Kasi you can have no hangouts for now by Sir Angel, Ma'am Angel po. Oh no. Maybe teleconferencing. Yeah, it's good to still talk with your friends kagaya and colleagues kagaya ng situation ni Ma'am Rufa. Yan, still find time to get closer with them. Of course, it's not possible for the boss, but at least for the colleagues. Yan, yung kayo-kayo yung magde-depend. Pamparelax din po. Okay, by Sir Chadwick. Yan. Of course, mas somehow your problems would lessen if you can share it to others, right? Minsan hindi mo naman ma-share sa husband mo or partner mo or kaya sa kids mo, family, kasi hindi naman nila naiintindihan yung sitwasyon natin, right? So iba pa rin talaga yung you can share it with the people who can relate to you or who experiences the same issues as you. Ayan, and makakatulong din sila. Baka po kasi magkahawaan pa, masisisi pa. Oh, yeah, that too, of course. But if not in person, then we can strive for a close relationship sa video teleconferencing. Yeah, so importante pa rin talaga yun. I'm one call away, friend. If you have problems, you can share it with me para naman kahit papano gumaan yung pakiramdam mo. So, it's not only how we think about one person, but it's also how we treat them, either kapag magkasama or hindi magkasama. Kasi minsan yung mga cryptic posts ng ating mga friends that would also somehow be a reflection of how they feel about work and all that. So why not, if we see their post, kumustahan natin, anong problem, if we have time, yun, it would really help them a lot in persisting to continue. So those are the effective team managing styles and tips for effective management of remote teams. If you have questions, please type in the chat box. But while waiting for them, please visit our website or social media account for more trainings and updates. Okay, so I'll be stopping the share screen feature. And I'd like you to open turn on your camera so that we can have the photo op. Okay, that's it. 3, 2, 1, smile. Ayan, okay. Mas better na talaga yung condition ng ating mas better na talaga condition ng ating office setup kasi before, nung nagsi-screenshot kami, marami yung nagsusuot ng mask. Ngayon, lesser na lang. Thank you so much for your time, everyone. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and have a great lunch. Bye for now.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.